Dear participants, ladies and gentlemen, I must take 10 minutes and I endeavor to do so. I request the moderator to give 2 minutes to my colleague who came with me, who is going to complete me on the role of public sector in completion of rehabilitation and reintegration of inmates. Bishop John Ruchahana is with me, came with me for that purpose, and therefore my presentation is going to be shorter than that. By way of introduction, Rwanda Correctional Service was established with a mandate of ensuring reintegration, rehabilitation, of safety, reintegration, and rehabilitation back to the society after serving their sentences. We operate 13 prisons in Rwanda, including 2 entirely for women and 1 for juveniles, while we have the rest of the prisons are for men, and only 3 are mixed. The prison system has been improving, and the rehabilitation programs emphasizing on formal education, including training, skills, technical skills, civic education, adult and literacy education, those who come in prisons without the knowledge at all. All these are provided with aim of ensuring the inmates and the TIGs. We have what is called TIG. TIG is a French acronym, Travail pour l'intérêt général. These ones are not in prison. They are working outside prison to complete their sentences by working for the communities before rehabilitation and reintegration, and minimize the offending. In this context, the integration is a process of transforming from incarceration the community, adjusting to the life outside of prison or jail, attempting to maintain a crime-free lifestyle after offending. Offenders released in the society after face numerous obstacles that include need for employment, food shortages and shelter, stigma of having been in prison, substance abuse, low family bonds, deviant friends. The overall challenge is that sometimes communities are reluctant to receive perpetrators back into the society after their release from prison. The community reintegration programs are as follows. Preparation of prisoners for eventual release. The community reintegration programs is delivered during the pre-release period while they are still in detention centers to assist prisoners in their transition back into the community, addressing their integration needs, identification during the pre-release period, such as coping skills, family bonds, family social support programs. Then we do the handcrafts in the prison. We teach the prison if they can present this. I had given them the presentation. I'm not seeing any presentation. community reintegration, engagement, an offender who has a supportive family and is able to remain in gainful employment after release will have much higher chance of not reoffending. This requires an integrated okay. Thank you. This requires an integration and a multifaceted approach involving not only the offenders and the prison service, but also the government and non-governmental organizations. As I had told you earlier, my colleague will complete me. So I will show you sorry, I had not seen this before, so I'll continue. This is what is being done as a way of preparing inmates for integration. This is a counseling. After community acceptance and support, rehabilitating and preparing offenders during the incarceration is only one part. Preparing the community and creating conditions that encourage sustained desistance from criminal behavior by offenders is a way of a follow-up. Their eventual release into the community. Reintegration by detention must involve the whole community, starting with awareness, then acceptance, and then practical action to make the inevitable reintegration, the entry and ex-offenders on a positive note. This task, which involves political support, multiple agency collaboration, grassroots activism, and active engagement in civil society. Thank you very much. May I give 2 minutes, 3 minutes? Thank you. Bishop John, please. Bishop John is the head of the National Unity and Reconciliation of Rwanda, as well as the head of the Prison Fellowship. Bishop John. Thank you.
Thank you, General, for this opportunity to share. Moderator, ladies and gentlemen, given 3 minutes, I don't want to delay in further introductions. I only want to share the reality of the partnership of civil society, faith-based in Rwanda, in connection with the rehabilitation of prisoners, and more so the recovery of Rwandan society. The main purpose is to establish a sustainable process to recover our society in general, and particularly to establish the restorative justice. taking the context of Rwanda, where the Rwandan society suffered for a long time impunity, abuse of human life, and of course, suffered the genocide. It takes the whole society, all endeavors, all our hands, to be able to restore not only the criminals or the incarcerated members of our society, but also jointly recover the society which is wounded by the crime, severe crime. So that impunity and abuse of human life and human dignity on both sides commits the whole society contextually to be able to work together as His Majesty proposed, that we recover the human dignity. The integration of released prisoners in society calls for specific preparations, and we need to engage the restoration of the character, whereby we take into justice with honesty the crimes, but do everything possible to recover the prisoners as members of the society and join hands into the productivity of the nation. So as faith-based, as Prison Fellowship Rwanda, and many other civil society members and organizations do engage with the RCS, which is the Correctional Services of Rwanda, to make sure that no stone remains unturned to recover the members of our society, which is a big number, and be able to get them into the general society and accepted by the society. Finally, it takes time to prepare the society, such as ours, and not only ours anyway, not limited to Rwanda, but to the whole Africa and the world in this matter, whereby consciences, a human being is composed of not only the physical, but also the spiritual and the social aspect of life. Therefore, we have to engage all of them and engage the community to accept and embrace them, and take joy also to rehabilitate and process their total healing. I will finish by giving you two examples. One, in Rwanda, the perpetrators of the genocide have come through the counseling, through the prompting of their souls, to confess publicly to their families and to the society in general of the crimes and asked forgiveness, and the society also has forgiven them. So I will possibly end here by sharing the fact, imperative fact, that all of us, the society, the government institutions, and the civil society needed to be able to engage together to recover our society and those who belong to us. Thank you so much.